Welcome back. You may look to your financial advisor as someone who can help you achieve your financial dream. But are you having second thoughts that perhaps you've picked the wrong person for the job? With some indicators on when it's time to fire your financial advisor, we're joined by certified financial planner Jeff Rose with Alliance Investment Planning in Carbondale. Thanks for coming in, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
And now I guess it's important for people to understand that they are the boss that's hiring on this financial advisor, right?
I think a lot of people miss that thought that you actually are hiring that person to help you. And if you feel that you're not getting the service or the advice that you need that's best for your situation, then maybe you need to look elsewhere. It never hurts to take a second opinion. If you're having a major medical surgery, would you not get a second opinion from a doctor? Sure. When it comes to planning for your retirement, it's as important. So if you don't feel like you're getting the right advice, seek a second opinion at least, for firing that advisor. And
one of the red flags you posted on your blog is they want you to put everything into one investment.
If you feel like that, absolutely. If you feel like that they are recommending that you put all your money into one thing, we've all heard the concept, be diversified, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sit back and ask yourself, why are they so gung-ho about putting me in this one investment? And what's the real reason?
And another thing you brought up is what should folks expect in terms of their monthly statement from their advisor?
Anytime that you make a purchase or you make an investment, one thing you need to get is called a trade confirmation. Basically, it's just a receipt. It'll come in the mail, says, hey, you bought this. That's one thing you need to look out for. Also, you should get statements showing, hey, this is what I bought, this is how much it's worth. Maybe you should have online access to be able, nowadays everything's online. You should be able to go on and log on. We had an occurrence, I think a couple years or so ago in Murfreesboro, where some teachers were investing into a 403B, like a retirement plan, and they thought it was being invested. Turns out we had a local Bernie Madoff, who was making up statements. I don't have his computer of his own home, and never invested in the investment, never invested the money, and was basically taking off and doing what he wanted with it. So you don't really hear about that much in the local area, but it does happen. So you want to make sure. Obviously, that guy needed to be fired, and he was, so that's things you need to be watch out for.
And one other thing that I saw there was if they ask for a check to be made out to themselves personally.
I think there are some independent local insurance guys that still do that, so I don't want to discredit them at all, but as far as making investments, it never should be made out to the individual or the stockbroker, the financial advisor. It should be made out to the financial institution. And once again, ask for a receipt, and then also look for a trade confirmation of what you actually purchased. And
you mentioned we don't necessarily hear about this a lot at the local level, but do you feel it's still happening even here in Southern Illinois?
I think so. Maybe not as much in the big cities or not, but you still will hear. We had another instance over in West Frankfort, where basically the same thing. People were writing checks to this individual. And sure enough, he was not making the investments like he said he was, but he'd been an advisor for, I think, 20, 30 years, and people trusted him. And, but it turns out you can't trust everybody, so you always have to be cautious.
Sure, lots to be aware of there, and you can head on over to goodfinancialsense.com to hear more from Jeff on this topic and lots of others. Thanks for coming in, Jeff.
Thank you.